Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I had some slight technical difficulties, but I believe that I've gotten the problem worked out now. Alright, now the opening credits have played. Give it just a moment. Now, last time we started over here on save game 4. Now, we left off, we had started on a cotton harvesting contract. Let me set me up a timer right quick. Gonna try to keep this video somewhat short. You know, I don't know if it's just me, but I honestly feel a little bit of, I guess you would say, anxiety whenever I see the loading screen, because it feels like it takes forever. Alrighty, jumping right back into Ravenport. And guys, just for reference, if you play this game and you decide that you want to do it this way, you can actually jump in the cab of whatever vehicle you're driving, and let me minimize my map. The mirrors actually work. However, I prefer a third-person view. to the side right here. Now, I'm personally glad they put this function in here. By using the D-pad from side to side, I can go between all of the equipment here. I don't know if I covered that in the last video. Let's lower it, turn it on. Now, for a certain fee, I can hire... Whoa! Just like that, I can hire a worker. Zoom in a little bit, you can actually see, oh, it's a lady doing it for me. Okay. I'm gonna go to this one. Just lower my harvester. I'm gonna turn it on right quick. And I'm gonna do it from, and yes, I know that message is probably gonna pop up because if I don't actually use the tool for the field that it's designated for, that little message will pop up. Which once I start getting equipment of my own, I cannot do anything that I do not actually have permission for. Now, last video I covered everything in the bottom right, the wrench icon, the fuel icon, the miles per hour, and the cruise speed just below that. The total time that the equipment has been in operation. This particular harvester has been in operation for 68 hours. Now, right there to the left has popped up. You see it says cotton, and it shows how much I'm harvesting versus the percentage of my hopper. Right now I'm at 4% of my hopper. So this harvester can harvest quite a bit before it is full. Now, the reason that I'm doing this instead of having my AI helper do it all, is for the simple fact that because the AI helpers have to switch the harvester off, lift the header, they have to do all kinds of stuff, that ultimately slows them down. It's things that I do not do. But see, when you're doing this, you have to find some part of your tractor, some part of your header to use as a marker. Back up a little bit. Right, see if it's good. Now, I'm going to open my left bumper menu. And right there where it says press Y to unload bale. This is just so satisfying to me. It looks like my helper unloaded the bale right at the same time. Let's close it back up. And I think we're ready to start again. But you can get the AI helper to run this field from north to south, from east to west, or diagonally. Now, doing it diagonally is a little more pain in the butt, and the helper may or may not harvest everything present. They're gonna start from wherever you start them and start moving in one direction. Now, obviously, I started that helper on that end of the field, so he's going to be moving in a western direction back towards this side of the field. It would be kind of pointless for him to try to move east when there's no more field to the east. Open up the big map. See what I mean? And in this game, kind of like the Hunter Call of the Wild, I absolutely love the environment. I love the general gameplay mechanics. And for the most part, the mechanics feel fairly smooth. Like I say, for the most part. There are some parts of this game that the mechanics leave something to be desired. There we go. Starting on that row right there. And you can move your camera any which way you want. Zoom in on the header piece, see the crops being pulled in and harvested. You can see right there where all the cotton's being blown into the back of it there. And see, I started the game with $500,000, and now I'm at $499,200, about to be $225 because of my help. Speaking of which, where's my helper at? Oh, I see him. Yeah, starting to run. Look, come on. This thing is super sensitive on turning. And that's probably me bending the gameplay mechanics just a little bit, because realistically speaking, I think it would actually be bad for the equipment if you were to leave your header down and just hook the turn like I did. Because for gameplay mechanics, this particular machine and this particular header can only deal with cotton. However, realistically speaking, all the blades, the pullers, the augers, everything that's working in that machine will pull whatever gets in it. Whether it's grass, dirt, your hand. Farming is the most dangerous job in the South because of everything that can go wrong and how easy it is to get comfortable with it and overlook the fact that it is dangerous. Most people that have been doing farming for any amount of time, they probably lost something, whether it's the tip of their finger or they've had a near miss. Like when I was, I think, 19 years old and I was working on a farm, there was one particular piece of equipment that I was working with that I didn't realize was as strong or as powerful as it was, and fortunately I didn't lose the tip of my finger, but the tip of my finger is permanently scarred and a little bit deformed. Now, I mean, my finger's not deformed to the point that, you know, my hand looks weird. Like, I would actually have to put the finger on my left hand and the finger on my right hand side by side for you to actually be able to see the difference. I can feel the difference because the tip of that finger is a little bit numb. I got my finger caught in a corn crusher. And there's another gentleman that I work with that you know, he'd been in farming all his life, and he was one of the more old school cats. That he actually lost part of his ring finger on his right, I think it was his right hand, up to the second knuckle. He just had a little nub sticking out where he was mixing feed, and when you mix feed, you use augers, which after I make this turn, I'll show you some augers on this particular machine. In the root of the compacting bin where the cotton actually goes up top there, those winding screw looking deals at the very top of the screen inside the compactor, those are augers. Oops, I gotta move over a little bit. But anyway, so he was mixing feed, and when they mix feed, a lot of times the machinery uses augers to transport the pellets, the peanuts, everything that's mixed in feed. And some trash or something had got in the way of the auger, and he was trying to just brush the trash away, and so that he could only get feed and not feed with trash. And he didn't pay attention to how close his hand was to that auger. And he said it was just as fast as you could blink. Like it really didn't even hurt. He said it was just it's kind of like slamming your. Well, I can't say like slamming your hand in the door because that crap hurts. And he said it just felt like somebody flicked flicked the back of his knuckle really hard. He didn't even realize he had done it until he noticed he was bleeding. And for those of you that may be wondering, I do that little backup because this harvester only works while moving forward. And that's not just gameplay mechanics, that's realistically too. I mean, you can get into a field and you can pull this harvester backwards all day long, but if you're not moving in a direction that the crop is actually being pushed up into the header, like you see those silver blade looking deals sticking out on the front, if you're not moving in a direction where your crop is actually going in between these blades down here, then the harvester isn't going to function correctly. And hopefully it's not letting me unload this partial bale. Now, back my camera way up this. Let's see, where's my first one? Now, you don't have to be a professional at backing a trailer up to do this. Operating position. Yeah, I need to turn that way. Get it started. It was a bit of a glitch, but it worked. Now I'm going to go across the way and I'm going to go grab this other bale. Which again, it's a little bit unrealistic because I'm dragging it in the loading position, realistically, I think that someone would want to lower the trailer before they tried to. No, I need to go the other way. That's right. Alrighty. Now let's open up the map. Man, I gotta go all the way. This is the part of it that is a real bummer. At least to me. But the good thing is that I have a vehicle that moves a little bit faster than the previous two tractors or harvesters, whatever to call them. I don't know, guys. Which do you prefer? You prefer third-person view, or you prefer first-person view? Because I feel like first-person view would give a little bit more control. Like if you were in a area with a lot of trees and you couldn't see your vehicle that well because of all the trees. Or do you guys like the third-person view? I mean, you guys, my audience, y'all are the reason that well, I mean, I do it because I enjoy it, but it's the views and the likes and the comments that make me change my approach a little bit. And that's why I prefer third-person view most of the time. I can't see my trailer, and by default, I don't know when I can turn. I mean, I suppose that if I was to, get used to driving in first person, then I would learn to use my mirrors a lot better than what I do. Well, there went that sign. There should be a box on the ground that has like black and yellow caution tape looking. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. I feel like there should be some Willie Nelson playing in the background. Back on the road again. Just can't wait to get back on the road again. Gonna try to go back the way that I came. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh dear Lord. Seems like the way I came is a lot shorter than taking the other route to the west of Field 4 and going down the main highway besides Sawmill Port Grain Elevator and then heading through town down there around the shop. Seems like this way is a little bit faster. Now, at this point, I have the option that I can either go into my menu, close out the contract, and collect my payday, but I'm going to show you guys why I like harvesting contracts above all other contracts. I am going around in circles. I'm chasing my own rear end here. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, if anyone was counting, there was at least one more bale in that field. Now, I can't remember if there's one more bale or two more. But everyone saw that when I dropped those last two off, it said contract on field 4 finished. That means everything extra goes in my pocket. Yes, I know this is wrong, but I need to get back over here to this other road. Just gonna take a quick circle around, make sure I got them all. And it looks like this is the last bale. Shortcut. Could that be done realistically? Yeah, you could do that realistically. I do not want to be standing in the same room with you when you pull into the mechanic shop and he writes out a bill of sale for the damages you incurred to the truck. Now watch my count. 498,096. $61,000 for that one bale. That went directly in my pocket. Now, let me access my menu. Gonna go over here to the contracts tab, and that is 16,000 minus the, or 16,986 minus the 2,677 for the borrowed equipment, brings me to a grand total of 14,309 plus the 61,000 I got off that one extra bale. And that's how the contract system works, ladies and gentlemen. You accept the contract for X amount of money. If it's a harvesting contract or a spraying or fertilizing contract, especially if you use your own equipment, whatever's left over you get to keep once the contract is finished. So here's our layouts. I'm working on, let me see. Alright, I'm working on 573,000. I'm thinking about doing 14 and 15, buying a tractor and a plow and tying them together. Maybe doing a couple other contracts to see, how much would this be? Nope, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. What about number 1? I could do number 1, but that wouldn't leave me very much spending money. Same thing with 2. Same thing with 3. So what do you guys think? Which field do you think I should go with? I'm gonna have to go one of the smaller fields for the simple fact that I don't have a whole lot of money right now to mess with. 19 would give me the field itself, plus growing room, plus a lot of timber if I wanted to go the logging route. And the same thing with 24, 25, and 26. Would give me a lot of room to grow and a lot of timbers. And the same thing with 23 here, because I'm thinking that I see a bit I see a bit of forest around 23. I get the field itself, and actually 200,000 is not a bad start. That would leave me with right at 400,000 left over. But you guys jump in the comments, you tell me what you think, and until next time, I will see you there.